Welcome to Missouri Sports Talk. I'm your host, Cameron Staley, and today I have here with me
Jace Rackers.
long-awaited return. It's been probably about 13 episodes.
It's been a while.
It has, so it's nice to have you right back by me.
It's nice to be back.
So let's talk about our top 5, which is, I believe that's what I did right away in the Round of 32 video. Actually, I'm probably going to be saying the top 8 because we have 5 people tied for third place right now. So in first place, we have Morgan Woods. Second place, Brock Burr. And tied for third place, Brooks Nichols, Javin Engelbrett, Owen Shellman, Evan McCullough, and Braden Blaha. Whew.
Yeah, they're doing a lot better than me.
For me, I'm not doing so hot.
Yeah.
I am tied for 20th. So
Tied for 20th.
We also did a bracket challenge in our history class. I just did the same exact bracket. I didn't change a single pick. And I'm currently in last place in the class. There was 10 of us that did it. It's a very small class, though, so there was only like 4 people that didn't participate.
Embarrassing.
It is embarrassing, and the funny thing about it is that first place is a girl that said, I'm going to choose the teams that I like their names.
I mean, it always works out. So.
It does. I feel like during March Madness, it's like better to not know anything.
It's either that or their favorite colors.
Or favorite mascot.
Or mascot.
I may start doing that because obviously the statistics have not worked out for me.
Maybe you wouldn't lose $20.
You know, I'm not out of it, though. On the March Madness bracket app, at the start, I don't know how the points work throughout. I know the first round's 1 point per correct, and then 2 points in the round of 32 if you get a game correct. I have 37 right now. Like I said, Morgan being in first, he has 48. So I'm not too far behind, but the maximum amount a perfect bracket is 192. Mm-hmm. So I've got 37 points, but I still have 112 remaining. Mm-hmm. So to kind of transition into that, I only have 2 Elite 8 teams missing, James Madison and Oregon. Now, Oregon I did also have in the Final Four. So I have 3 Final Four teams left, 6 Elite 8 teams left. Hopefully I can have those 6 travel in. Who are your Elite 8 and Final Four teams missing?
I am missing BYU, Kentucky, and TCU.
And what about your Final Four?
My Final Four, who am I missing from it? Just Kentucky.
So Kentucky kind of busted a lot of brackets.
It did. They did, yeah. We were watching it together at B-Dubs, is that right?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah. It was pretty upsetting watching that happen.
Yeah, Jack Golke kind of made a name for himself. He hit 10 3-pointers and then, you know.
Future sales accountant, though.
Yeah, he is. I'm sure he'll get like a G League chance at first and then kind of drop out after a year or something. Yeah. So let's go to our first game now. Top left of the bracket, UConn against San Diego State. I want to point out, this is a rematch from last year's national championship game, Jace.
Is it now?
It is, and they're playing in the Sweet 16. For some reason, I took UAB in the first round over San Diego State. It wasn't a confidence pick. It was just a March Madness kind of pick, and I happened to get that one wrong. So here we are with San Diego State playing UConn in the Sweet 16. UConn is my national championship pick. I'm going to take them here.
Now, I didn't have San Diego going out in the first round, but I did have them going out in the second round. And same as me, I have UConn going all the way. So, UConn.
All right, Illinois and Iowa State. Illinois was another team that I kind of had falling to the madness. I took the wrong 14 seed. So Illinois is here in the Sweet 16. I do want to point out, Illinois is 11-3 matchup history against Iowa State. But I'm going to take Iowa State here. I think they're rolling, they're hot, and I think the Cyclones can get it done.
I didn't have Illinois being here. I had them exiting second round to BYU, but I will continue going with Iowa State.
Let's move to the bottom left of the bracket now. North Carolina and Alabama. I took Alabama here. I've actually got them going to the Final Four. I don't know if I'm 100% confident in this pick, but a 1 seed's got to go down.
I don't know. I'm not feeling that North Carolina's going down this early. I have North Carolina beating Alabama.
And one thing that I like about Alabama, they're shooting 48% from the field, 78% from free throw. So, I'm a fiend for the free throw shooters. So, I really like it when a team's got a good free throw percentage because that's what they absolutely can control alone. There's a lot of teams like Drake had amazing stats, but they're playing lower competition. So, Washington State, their first round opponent, had worse stats, but they're also playing in one of the hardest conferences in all of college basketball. So Drake looked better on paper, and that kind of got me a little bit because they had really, really good numbers. But, there's stuff that you can and can't control. Free throw percentage is one that you absolutely can control no matter what the competition is.
Yeah, sure. I mean, Alabama just breeds shooters, you feel me? Like last year, Brandon Miller, deadly. I mean, he was just a straight-up shooter, you feel me?
Shooter.
He's a shooter.
I don't know how many people will understand that.
Yeah.
Gun charges is what we'll say.
On to the next
one. Arizona and Clemson. I had Clemson going out first round. I don't know. I liked New Mexico this year. They had a really good turnover margin. That's like you get turnovers over giving up, of course. I don't know. I thought New Mexico could control the court, but they kind of cooled off there at the end of the season. And I guess Clemson's kind of hot right now, but I don't have them going over the Wildcats here.
I actually predicted both Clemson and Arizona correct, and I have Clemson going on to the next round against North Carolina. So
you have an upset here.
Yes, I do, actually.
I guess we'll see if this happens.
Yep.
All right. Top right of the bracket, Houston against Duke. I do want to point out, this is the first time that these two teams have ever played. That sounds a little weird to me because they always seem to at least make somewhat of a run in March Madness. Of course, Duke more than Houston, but very surprising. First time that they're meeting. I am going to take Houston here, though.
I predicted both Houston and Duke correct, again, back-to-back, but I have Duke winning this.
Okay. Next, Marquette and NC State. I know this one kind of busted your bracket a bit. You said that you had Kentucky. Also, the other person that I've been doing the videos with, Austin Walken, he actually had Kentucky winning the whole thing.
Ooh.
So, sorry about it, Austin. But, yeah, Kentucky goes out. NC State keeps going. I had NC State beating Texas Tech. I had them losing to Kentucky, and then Marquette beating Kentucky. I know that hopefully I didn't make that hard for people to follow, but I have Marquette winning this one. NC State actually holds the matchup history 3-2, but I'm going to take the Birds here.
I actually didn't predict a single one of them right. Not NC State or Marquette. I had Marquette being a first-round exit for whatever reason. But if I have to pick, I'm going to go Marquette.
All right. Let's go to the bottom of the bracket here now.
Bottom right.
Purdue against Gonzaga. I really like this matchup. Purdue holds the history 4-0. I don't know. Purdue just always seems to choke. But so does Gonzaga.
Yeah, I had Purdue being first-round exits back-to-back years on the number 1 seed. So I missed that as well. But
I'm going to take Purdue here. There's not really any stats that stand out over Gonzaga, but I don't know. I like Purdue a little more here. I think Zach Edey kind of controls the court, of course, and they've got pretty solid players around him like Lance Jones and Braden Smith and Fletcher Lawyer. They can shoot the three.
Yeah. I didn't predict Gonzaga being here either, but after seeing that 106-67 game, I'm feeling like they have a bit of momentum going in. So I'm going to pick Purdue.
All right. Our final game. This one kind of hurts. I know you're an Oregon fan.
Yeah.
I had Oregon going to the Final Four.
I didn't. I had them making it out of this round, or making it to this round, but
You had them losing to Tennessee?
I did, yep.
I don't know. I kind of liked Oregon. They won the Pac-12. They're hot, but they're just dealing with so many injuries.
Yeah, when watching the game, two of their players, I forget their names, both of them combined had 56 of their 70-some points.
It was Kuznard and Dante. Those
Yep.
are the two. And I mean, in the third overtime, there was a possession that it ended in a dead ball, and they ran back down the court, and Dante was just like hands on his knees,
Oh, they were
like
dead.
his head was almost to the floor. And at that point, I just knew it. I was like, I'm losing a Final Four team here.
Yeah.
And Creighton went on a run, of course, and I mean, the Ducks just kind of got killed in the third overtime.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, that was an amazing game. I don't even
It was.
regret staying up until midnight to watch that one.
Huh. It was a really good game.
So now we are on to Creighton and Tennessee. Actually, in my formula bracket, I don't know if you watched the round of 64, but I had 8 head-to-head stats that I looked at and accumulated 36 points. Creighton actually wins the national championship in my formula bracket, but I do want to point out it's done very, very rough. I think it's only got like 30 points, and it's lost every single Final Four team besides Creighton. So I don't know how much you want to trust it, but
You were telling me about that, and I don't doubt that Creighton can go that far, but I don't see them doing this. I don't see them doing so.
Tennessee loves to choke in March. They are just a horrible March team. They cannot do anything in the tournament, but I am going to take them to the Elite Eight, and I'm going to have them going out to Purdue.
I have Tennessee moving on, playing TCU, or that's who I predicted them to play, but yeah.
So then you'd probably have them against Purdue.
Yep.
So our Final Four, so you're replacing Kentucky with who?
You know what? I'll give it to Tennessee. Or no, Duke.
Tennessee versus
Yeah.
Duke, and what's on your other side?
UConn versus North Carolina.
Okay, so then you have UConn winning the national
Yep.
championship. So I had UConn against Bama, and Marquette's still alive. I lost Oregon. I'm going to take Purdue to slide in the Final Four. And, you know, I took Marquette to beat Oregon in the Final Four. But I think if Purdue can make it to the Final Four, I just, you know, like I said, I don't really trust them in March, but if they can make it that far, I think that they can make it to the national championship game. But I think UConn is just an unstoppable force this year.
They are. They really seem to be.
So I guess we will see.
Yep.
So when I upload this, it'll probably be either Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe Tuesday, so I can kind of space the shorts out a little more. I uploaded like 7, and a lot of them kind of got swept under the rug by the algorithm because I was like uploading them so quickly.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Some of them were like 2 hours apart, so some of them didn't get as much love as others. So I may upload this video earlier than I really need to. But hopefully I don't have to do the Elite Eight video alone. If I have to, I will. That would probably be Saturday. So yeah, that's our video.
All right. All right.
Thank you all for watching. This has been Missouri Sports Talk.